She yelled across the street like a siren blaring at full volume. "It's past 8! Get back inside!" Her voice sliced through the quiet neighborhood, and suddenly every porch light flickered on. I was just walking my dog, minding my own business, when she stepped in front of me. Arms crossed, that smug HOA badge pinned to her cardigan like she was some kind of authority figure. "Rules are rules," she smirked. "No one's allowed outside after 8. At first, I thought it was some kind of joke. But then 3 more members of the HOA board stepped out from behind a hedge, blocking the sidewalk. One of them held up a clipboard like it was a weapon. "We can fine you, or worse." My dog growled low in my chest, but I stayed calm. "This is my property line, not yours." She leaned in, her voice dropping to a whisper, only for me to hear. "Not anymore. We changed the bylaws." My stomach dropped. How? When? Why were they all closing in on me like I was about to be dragged back to my porch? I took a step back, but 2 of them blocked my way. The tallest one, Mark Hyde, I'd seen him handing out fake violation slips before, pulled out his phone and started recording, refusing HOA compliance. "That's another $500 fine," he grinned. My dog barked sharply, the sound bouncing off the houses. Karen tilted her head, unbothered. "You think the cops are going to help you? They're already on their way." I froze for a moment. Was she bluffing? That's when headlights appeared at the end of the street, speeding toward us. A black SUV, no markings. But the men inside wore uniforms. They jumped out and shouted, "Step away from him!" For a second, I thought I was saved. Then I noticed the patches on their sleeves weren't real police badges. My heart pounded. They were fake cops. And somehow, Karen was pulling their strings. One of the fake cops grabbed my arm, twisting it hard enough to make my dog lunge at him. Karen stepped in like she owned the world, inspecting her prisoner. "Take him in for trespassing." I barked out a laugh, more out of disbelief than humor. "Trespassing on my own sidewalk?" She smirked. "Not your sidewalk anymore." That's when I saw it. My security camera, angled perfectly at the scene from the corner of my porch, recording everything. I stopped struggling and met Karen's eyes. "Are you sure you want to keep this going?" For a second she hesitated, just long enough for me to notice. The fake cop holding my arm tightened his grip, but I didn't fight back. I had something else to play. Karen leaned in, trying to intimidate me, but I could hear the faint buzzing of my phone in my pocket. My backup security system had just sent me the live feed. Every second of this was being uploaded straight to a friend of mine who not only knew the law, but enforced it. Karen must have seen the change in my expression because, without warning, she snapped her fingers. The fake cop started shoving me toward the SUV. My dog snarled and tried to bite one of them, but they kicked at him, making my blood boil. "You lay another hand on him," I warned, my voice low. "You'll regret it." One of them laughed. Big talk for someone in cuffs. That's when I turned my wrist slightly. Click. The cuffs fell away. Their eyes went wide. "Military issue," I said quietly. "And I still remember how to use it." Karen's fake authority cracked for the first time. "You can't," she started, but I cut her off. "Actually, I can. And you're about to find out why you never mess with someone who still has friends in the sheriff's department." Right on cue, the distant wail of sirens echoed through the street. Karen's smirk faded. The fake cops froze. My phone buzzed again. "We're 2 minutes out. Keep them there." I smiled for the first time all night. Looks like the rules just changed. The flashing red and blue lights lit up the whole street, turning it into a stage. Neighbors peeked out of their windows, phones in hand. Karen stepped back, but it was too late. The real deputies had already stepped out of their cruisers, hands where we could see them. One shouted, his voice sharp and commanding. The fake cops panicked. One bolted, but 2 deputies tackled him to the ground. Karen raised her hands slowly, still trying to maintain some semblance of control. "This is a misunderstanding," she said sweetly, but the sergeant ignored her, taking my statement right there on the curb. I showed him my phone, the live feed, and the exact moment Karen ordered the fake cops to arrest me. The sergeant's jaw tightened. "Impersonating law enforcement. Trespassing, unlawful detainment. Ma'am, you're in serious trouble." Karen's mask shattered. She glanced around at the neighbors, their faces a mix of shock and satisfaction. As the cuffs clicked around her wrists, she hissed at me, You think this is over? You don't know who you're dealing with. I leaned in, making sure only she could hear. Neither do you. Because you didn't know, I still have one piece of proof that's going to make sure you never step foot in this neighborhood again.